Hi everyone, Ochiko Sapare here. Long time no see. Really long time no see. I hope you guys have been doing very well. I just thought to come here and share a review of my year and um obviously in video form saying it's here, and I just thought it would be a really great way to begin YouTube again. So this was not how it was supposed to go. I'd already started a video yesterday when I went shopping. I wanted to like take you guys along whilst doing this video because I thought like there would be no time. Yes, it was pretty chaotic, but it did not really go as planned, and the video things I was seeing were just all over the place. But let's not digress. It's really amazing to be here. I'm very happy to be here. I was going to share in detail what this year was about, but honestly, I can't really remember most of it. And right now, what I feel more than anything is gratitude. I am grateful to God for every single thing that He has made happen for me this year and the people who have been involved in my life, one way or the other. So, this video is also going to be largely a video, being grateful and, of course, um just giving you guys bits and pieces of the stuff that I can remember. What really stood out to me this year sort of was the fact that I was really sick. I was sick for a really long time, about 6 months, not long after my birthday. um it took a good chunk of my resources. It took a toll on me, and um when I thought like I'd sorted it out and everything, I got home for the long break and I felt sick again. At this time, my mom was like kind of worried. My uncle was really worried. He was like, "You need to go and get a test done." Even though I got done all of those like when I was still in school and whatnot, right? Oh, I'm not wearing a watch. Anyway, that took a huge chunk of my you want to look, I was sick like a lot because even after the break, I fell sick again when I resumed school. So I resumed school like a week after it had resumed because I got a Lagos Fashion Week internship. That is talk for another time. And it was like a really stressful time. After the internship, I didn't really have time to rest. I had to go shopping. I'm a personal shopper. As some of you who have watched my previous videos may know, I've mentioned it a couple of times. And you know I had to go shopping. I helped a friend out with a few things, and school began. I'm in my final year now, thank you Jesus. And like all of that really took a toll, and I was really sick for like a week. But yeah, like that really stood out to me this year, like the fact that I was really ill. And okay, sorry, my lip was looking sickness. That was a check. Another was my birthday. I turned 22 this year. I still cannot believe it, but yeah, I turned 22 this year. I don't ask, oh, is this girl, don't you know she's wearing 1 year of an earring? It's purposeful. So yeah. Okay, so I turned 22 this year, and it was like a pretty overwhelming day for me. I felt or experienced so much love, and even more so, I was surprised in so many ways. I got gifts, like more gifts that I've ever gotten, like ever. This being one of them, my earbuds. I got gifts. I got like almost everything on my wish list. I got it, and I was just like so overwhelmed with gratitude. I still am overwhelmed with gratitude. This year I also healed completely from a breakup that I experienced last year, not a romantic relationship, a friendship, breakup. And yeah, like I'm really thankful, that I got to heal completely. Big shout out to Ore. Um Ore really helped me. She's my friend, and on this particular day, I just gotten back from work. Okay, I just gotten back from work. I think, yeah, from work. I was still sick, and I had someone like do my groceries, and yeah, like it got delivered, and I just saw something that like completely broke me. One of those times where you feel like, oh, you've healed from this thing, but Apparently, you've not and everything. And, the Holy Spirit led me to reach out to her. And yeah, she like really, really helped me. She's the one friend that I can say, really stood by me like during the whole like friendship thing. Like, a number of people who are my friends. Of course, I'm not judging anybody by this or anything. Like, people just went about their lives or anything. Like, just seemed like they did not really care, or one of those things like, oh, I don't want to be happy for one. So I don't really know. That's just like how it seemed to me. But um Ori really reinforced the fact that like God sees me, God loves me, and God, like, he understands that I'm hurting, and he's not like mad at me for that. Like, it's okay to be hurting. He did not make me feel like, oh, and thank you, Jesus. I'm really grateful to you for that. So yeah, like, this year was a really pivotal year for me. I learned a lot, I grew a lot, I matured a lot. I learned compassion, I learned grace, I learned quite a number of things really. And it just really bringing to mind, like, a number of things that the Lord said to me on my last birthday that I was going to experience. And yeah, like, they came to pass, so glory be to God for that. And yeah, another thing is definitely like the gift of men. I met a lot of amazing people this year. One being Babatola. He's a batik and a jewelry artist and designer, and he's just like simply wonderful. And I'm really grateful to God for him. I met another person, Orolua, who is also an artist, and yeah, I met quite a number of like really amazing people. Honestly, I can't really remember everybody right now, so I don't even know why I even started name calling. Because name calling here does not. I'm not trying to understate or overstate anybody's position in my life, but just to give a few examples that come to mind right now. Anyway, like, God really blessed me with the gift of men, in this year, and I'm really thankful to God for that. My friends, people who I journeyed with more intimately this year as well. Even if we've known someone for a really long time, we all evolve as human beings sometimes, and sometimes people that we care about like turn into new individuals, and it requires us to like learn more about them as they would have us learn. Because you can't like be intimate with someone who doesn't want to be intimate with you. So yeah, I'm grateful to the friends who chose to be intimate with me, and I them. And yeah, like, I really thank God for them. God really blessed me in no small way. I also met some people from ISEC, an organization that I'm a part of. Excellent person, all of these amazing folks who I became like closer to in this year, and they're just like really, really great individuals and very excellent individuals. And I look forward to what the future holds for all of us. um Another thing that I can definitely say is my academics. Honestly, my academics took a dump this year, last year, stroke last year. um this is something that a number of people will not know. And if you get to this part of the video or whatnot, like, anyway, like, my academics gave, because I honestly just gave up on everything. I gave up on life. I struggled really. I mean, I tried, because my academics is something that I really love and I'm passionate about, and it's just the one thing that I've always been able to hold down. So even like seeing me just like let go of it kind of like broke me in a different kind of way. But like, I'm really thankful to God, because even though like my grades were not really what I would, I would have loved to have and everything. I can say that I was educated. The course of study that I'm taking 2 degrees simultaneously: history and international relations. These are courses that challenge you in no small way, challenge your perspective, your view on life, challenge how you argue, how you communicate. Like, it's all very amazing. And I can say that that definitely like had an effect on me. So my academics have been really good. They've been really amazing. And life in itself is one thing that I consistently like learn about every day, learn about friendships. I have learned, self-worth as well. My standards have definitely increased, and I've also learned like self-respect, knowing to love someone, but also like taking a step back, because you're also deserving of love as well. And I really thank God for that. I thank God for intimacy, for growth spiritually, and not in the generic sense that people or yardsticks that people will want to. I was in a meeting today that the Lord led me to join. God bless you, Miss Rax, for Miss Adenike Rax for this meeting. And I mentioned how, like, for me, um the one thing that I learned was learning to rest in God, regardless of however, like, of how I'm feeling and everything. Just learning to rest in Him and not being afraid that something will pass me by or something, or He would be angry with me or would judge me, because I've received like a lot of word over the years that have subconsciously, had placed pressure on me and whatnot. And you know, Lord Jesus just really taught me like this year that, like, He is the one that will make all things, work together and everything. And for the times where I needed strength, I was strengthened, hallelujah. But I was also taught discipline. I was also taught um to eat of the meat of the word. And yeah, I'm grateful to God for that. And yeah, like, 2023 was just a lot. It's more of a blur, but moving to, let's say, the amazing things that have happened to me this year. A major will definitely be my phone. I'm using an iPhone 13 to record this right now, and it is just, oh boy, like, it's still very unreal. I just want to say a big thank you to the people that the Lord used for me. My friend Steve, even in the midst of his own grief, because something really bad happened to him, he still, like, sowed into my life. And I just want to let you know that the Lord will bless you and multiply even more unto you. Thank you so much, Steve. I love you so much, and I do not take our friendship for granted, even though we speak like only twice a year. And just know that you are in my heart and you're in my mind every day. And of course, my uncle. I'm in Nigerian, and our economy has taken like a really rough turn. My uncle is someone who has been supporting me for the longest time, and this was something that I didn't even want to bring to his table, because first of all, he would I've even just said no, really, because a phone, like, that's not even like, it's not really a priority, because first of all, we're not the only ones he's supporting, right? And concerning me being in Nigeria, and our economy took like a really bad turn. Things got really expensive. School fees increased. Like, in my school, I used to pay like 18-20K, and as of the last time I paid almost 80K. That's like a huge, like, increase. So there was that. And like, I just want to say thank you, Uncle Peace, for allowing the Lord use you, because how that phone or how the money came to be is definitely how I even got the money out. Huge shout out to Miss. See, look, so many people are pivotal in me getting this phone, because when I even had the money in my account, I could not access it. It was all just crazy. And then my internship, which I will be talking about in a bit, was like really close by, right? And whoop, that fell down. Okay, so that was my internship was really close by, and I needed a phone like ASAP, right? And yeah, like, lots of people were just pivotal to me getting this phone. And I just want to, say a huge thank you to every single one of them. And even more so, thank you to God, because to be honest, like, the phone is not even um fun is really great. I'm not even gonna lie, but like, my faith was really trained during this period, and I was even more so reassured of the love of God for me. And yeah, I'm just really grateful for that. Another major thing right next is definitely my Lagos Fashion Week internship. How I got that internship was just divine. And a huge shout out to Ikonorelua. He was the one that sent me the opportunity to take advantage of. And I also want to say a huge thank you to my team lead, Miss Fumi, who made, the internship experience really amazing. It was such a honor working under her. I learned so much, and I look forward to what the Lord has in store for her, because I believe it is only like amazing, fantastic things. And yeah, for Lagos Fashion Week, I got to experience a press cocktail where I met a number of brilliant people, and however, during that time, I had to even borrow a phone, an iPhone 5, to go there because one, it was an e-vite, so if you do not show your e-ticket, like you can't get in. And I didn't have a phone at that time, but praise be to God because you really made all things work out. So my Lagos Fashion Week experience was simply amazing. I met a number of amazing people. My work bestie, being one, Fadirera, we met each other at the interview, the screening, and yeah, like my entire like team, people I worked alongside with, people I met backstage, was also like pretty fantastic as well. And the Lagos Fashion Week was simply a dream. Another major thing is definitely district church. Oh my god, like bro. And all of these things happen when like my previous phone was like acting up, but everything still worked out. I worked with Street Church on three things. I worked with them for the Love and Light festival, the campaign shoot, the photo campaign, and the video campaign. And I was also involved in their urban merch rollout and the limited edition merch drop for the Love and Light Fest. Like this year was simply unreal. A lot of beautiful, amazing things happened. I worked on a movie set, an indie movie, but like still so exciting. I met a number of people there as well. And another major thing for me was getting a light. Huge shout out to my aunt and Sherry. I love you so much. You guys, see, God really blessed me. Truly, truly. Now that's that light, I wanted to get I had plans and everything, but like my plans fell through. And look, I'm just really grateful that I was able to, get the light and, do the things that needed to do with it. And, I was even gifted a backdrop from IKEA exhibits right around the time I was really stressing about the fact that I have to return the previous backdrop that I was using. My friend Ayofe Akin, who is a photographer, borrowed it to me at the time, and like it's the backdrop that I used in this video. Now around the period, I was posting videos that I also post here on Instagram. That was really during like a really crazy period in my semester, and I just didn't want my page to be like empty or inactive. However, in retrospect, I have learned that it's okay for things to be inactive, and it's also really good to not like make a confusion of the structures that you've put in place. Hence, why like I have set up some structures and as well. So please do well to follow me on Ochko Sapare here on Instagram. And if you want to see some of the videos that I have made or that I made for Instagram, really great videos, I trust me, please go and check my page at ochko.sapere, or you can check Ochko Sapere here and check the tagged section. All right. So another major thing that has happened is definitely me preparing and actively taking action ahead for the launch of my personal shopping brand next year. It's called Tamam, and it means complete whole. For everything that I've ever been involved in is essentially to just help people grow, help people mature, help people become whole. And Tamam is not exempt from it. And it truly is a honor to be able to do this. It's scary, but I'm doing it anyway because, why not? And yeah, I'm really grateful for so many things, to be honest. I'm grateful for so many things. Grateful for the gift of good health. Even at some point I had like an ear issue. You guys, this year was crazy. Simply crazy. Like I had an ear issue, and well, that is sorted now. Praise be to Jesus. Like my financials taking a dip. Oh, thank God, nevertheless. And amidst all of these things, I'm just glad that I was able to, like retain my integrity, retain my values, and grow in faith and in trust of the Lord. And what else is there? What else is there to talk about? I can say something witty, but I'm really just trying to be as straightforward as possible. Can't really remember much Now, yeah, my friends graduated. It was indeed a time. In fact, today is the birthday of one of my closest friends. I like to believe one of my closest friends, oldest friends in school, and it's crazy how. Well, big shout out to you, Uche. Happy birthday again. It's crazy how life works, and I'm just really grateful again for my friendships, for who I am now as an individual, and who the Lord is, set to help me become. This year has actually been tough. I have experienced quite a number of things. I've experienced quite a bit. But we thank God, we thank God. I thank God. I thank God for the gift of man. Truly a major situation that I can say happened. I'm right now on a short break, right, for the festivities. However, I was struggling a lot when school resumed as well. I was experiencing a sadness 1 month deeper than I'd experienced in the past. Like, there was a night where I went for overnight. Is this thing where you go and read overnight, right? And I spent the entire night crying. Like, the first time I felt like I just went out. I cried a little bit. I was like, okay, maybe this is it. And mind you, I did not know why I was crying. I did not know why I felt such like a great sadness in my heart and such a heaviness in my bones. But I went out, and but like it was not enough. And you guys, like, I cried like gut wrenching. Like, my body was shaking, really. Like, I was scared. I was not scared. I was just everywhere, really, because of certain things that I would not want to talk about now, because like, this video may reach a wide audience and everything, and I do not really want to put my faith up or anything for dissection or anything, especially when it comes to my personal business, and with regards something that I have not even been given, the go ahead to share. So yeah, but like, that night, one of my friends in the faith, Michael, happened to, be there, and I just thank God for the gift of men who pray for and over me as I pray for and over people. I thank God for the hedge that has been put around me, even like perhaps people that I do not even know and whatnot, but definitely there are people that are around me, because this year has definitely not been normal, and you know I'm thankful to God for the Hallelujah challenge as well. See, I'm thanking God for a lot of things, and I just want to, I'm just going to end this video here, I believe, and just want to say I honor every single person who partnered with God to hold hands with me this year in one way or the other. Every person who was my friend through and through. Um, I just want to honor this one special person, because yeah, like, big shout out to you, John. I know this will make you uncomfortable. I'm doing it anyway. Big shout out to you, John. You are God's gift to me. I say this a number of times. I think this may be the first time like I'm actually saying this, like, maybe, but like, yeah, definitely God's gift to me. I do not take you for granted. I honor you so much. God bless you. God keep you. May He cause His face to shine upon you and all that concerns you. May He cause all of your relationships to flourish. And I pray all of this for all of my friends, every single person who has helped me this year, even the ones who cooked on did not like help me, people who chose to be vulnerable to me, who chose to allow me in their space and journey with them, who chose to invite me to the depth of their joy or the depth of their sadness. Like, I'm so grateful to you for that. Thank you so much for allowing me be a friend to you, for allowing me be a sister in Christ to you, any capacity at all. Thank you for allowing me fill that space. Thank you for trusting me to be able to do that for you. And for the people who have bought the weight of the times where I was in a bad season, God bless you. God bless you. May the Lord continue to strengthen you to bear your weight as well. And may He surround you with people who will be able to bear your weight as well. May the hedge around you not be broken. And may the hedge protecting your head should not be broken. I really look forward to what 2024 holds. I look forward to every single one of you flourishing. And yeah, like I love you guys so much. God bless you. Please follow me on Instagram at ochko.tapere. Follow my business at Make Me Tamam. Follow me. Oh, follow this YouTube page at Ochko Sapere here. Ochko Sapere here. And of course, please don't forget to like, share this if you want to, and of course, subscribe. God bless you guys. I look forward to 2024. Definitely more content is going to be coming. And yeah, I will see you guys. Happy New Year in advance. Blessings. Bye.